Hello, everybody. We are going to be going live in a few minutes here. Stay tuned. Just setting up my screenshots and all that lovely stuff here at the end before we go live. So get your questions in. Leave your comments both on Twitter and on YouTube so we can get this kind of going. Everybody, see you in the next couple minutes here when we go live. Cheers. All right, guys, we have a poll question up here. You guys can vote on the poll question before we get started. Cheers. All right, guys, I'm going live in exactly 1 minute. 1 minute. Hello, everybody. What is going on? It's Jacob Doodle here. And by the way, I am if I sound a little bit different than usual, I'm still trying to figure out the best spot. It's got this new mic arm thing, so I'm just repositioning a little bit. But nice to have you guys all in here for the Vancouver Canucks. They lose 6-3 against Rick Tocchet. Rick Tocchet beat the Vancouver Canucks not once, but twice recently. And I know a lot of people really wanted this one tonight, but that did not happen. But the consolation prize is, once again, it does help with the so-called hybrid retool rebuild that a lot of people want as well, especially the rebuild aspect of it. And yeah, so it was a very weird game, I would say. The first 10 minutes of the game was absolutely electric for Vancouver. Like, it was arguably the best 10 minutes they've played all season. No joke. The shots were 10-0 after just 7 minutes. And then kind of the rest happened. It was kind of a lull type performance. If you guys want to be a part of this live stream, this post-game show, first of all, you guys can leave comments both on Twitter and also on YouTube. So if you're on Twitter or YouTube, feel free to leave a comment. We will have them on the screen. We will chit-chat about them. It's going to be great. All right? The next thing you can do is you can like the channel. You can like the video. Subscribe if you want to help us get to 1,000 subscribers. That's what we're kind of pushing for. It would be great to have that before the end of this regular season. So if you guys want to be a part of the community and join in on that, it's an amazing community here, and it would be great if you guys can help out on that. And if you guys just want to leave comments, you guys can do that, and we can get this going, of course. So let's get straight into it. Oh, also, thank you to all the members and people that super chat. Really appreciate it. Can't forget you guys as well. All right, let's get to the comments right off the bat. So we have Mark Coleman 212. We suck, trade more, and escort the coaching staff out of the building. Worst home record in the National Hockey League. Wow. Where do we start with that? So we are second last place in the league. And by the way, the team that's in last place right now, it's shocked me. I'm pretty sure it's the Winnipeg Jets, right? Let me see. Oh no, it's still Chicago. So Chicago, no, we're last. We are officially in last place right now. I thought it was Chicago, but it looks like they picked up a win or picked up 1 point tonight. The Vancouver Canucks are back to being last place in the NHL. So, yeah, there's that. So that's something interesting. As for let's escort the coaching staff out of the building. Well, if you're on Team Tank, then you probably don't want to do that. But you know what? Got to give credit for the David Kampf call, man. Like, a lot of people, including myself, would much prefer Aturatu tonight. I still think you can get both of them, but I will say this. He had a great game. This was easily the best game David Kampf played for the Vancouver Canucks. So there's that for sure. So you got to give that some credit there for sure. Adam Lee's in here. What's up, Adam? Nice to have you in here. Always a pleasure. And everybody else, we'll get to that in a second. Worst home record in the NHL. Yeah. What can I say about being at home in the Vancouver Canucks right now? If you're buying tickets to the Vancouver Canucks, you are pretty much going and expecting to lose. And that's really disappointing that they can't pick up a few more wins at home. Like, it's really, really tough. And you just hope they give good performances. And tonight was a decent performance. I'm not going to say they played awful. I'm not going to say they played amazing. But they had stretches of really good play tonight. And it could have been a different game for sure. We have a gifted sub from Adam Lee. Can we get some hypes in the chat? Adam Lee, thank you so much for being a big contributor to the post-game show and this community. I really appreciate it, Adam. That's really nice of you, man. I'm not sure who you gifted that to. It's random, so if you guys can type the name, that would be great. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. All right, next comment, Mega Bulbasaur. Man, this team gives me depression. I don't know if I can continue to watch this product they're giving us. Even some of the meaningless wins aren't fun to watch. I would take even some meaningless wins at home because I think they would have more meaning than a lot of people might think. Like, these games at home, like, people are spending so much of their hard-earned money just to not get, like, any wins is just, it's tough, man. Like, it's tough. It really is tough. So there's that. But again, like, if you're on the team of, like, lose every single game, like, you're happy, right? Like, a lot of people are happy in that sense. I feel like they need to break this team down to the bare bones. A loser mentality's been here for far too long with this whatever core we have here. Okay, so we are going to talk about, by the way, the core, who should stay, who should go. That's a major talking point. I actually did a video with my man at VCanucks News, Corey, from Canucks Army. That's going to be dropping tomorrow, so look out for that one. And it involves a lot of the common names there. By the way, we got another gifted sub here from Adam Lee. Once again, Adam Lee, thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. I'm not sure who got that one easy. Again, if you guys can give some love to Adam Lee, I would really appreciate that. He's really coming through here with the donations here. Thank you so much with that membership gifting, man. It's really nice of you. Mega Bugler says, I feel like they need to break this team down to the bare bones. Loser mentality's been here for whatever. We have the core left. I'm tired of someone told me I shouldn't swear as much. Okay, so I'm not going to try to swear as much. Pooping on players. I just want to see them shipped off to better environments and be successful. Yeah, and I think a lot of these players are going to go into more winning environments, and I think they would have a really good success, to be honest. Like, Sherwood is having success here. I think he's going to be an absolute dream for a playoff team. Like, he fits like a glove for that. So that's something important to mention. By the way, before we get back to the comments here, I want to quickly mention right now, here's the scores. So David Kampf had the goal. Drew O'Connor, Marcus Pettersson with the assist. That was 1-0 Canucks. Noel Cates, Mitchkoff, and Brink with the 1-1. Carl Grunstrom got the next goal. Travis Konechny got the next one. It was 3-1. Zegers is having a hell of a bounce back season, eh? Man, he's been looking really good. Drew O'Connor, someone who's, you know what? I think we might be hearing his name a lot more in trade rumors right now because he's playing really well. And I do wonder if teams might be calling for him. Bobby Brink scored. Owen Tippett scored. And at the very, very end, we had a goal from Tom Willander, who was great, by the way, tonight, and deserves to start getting a hell of a lot more minutes, honestly. Like, he was great. So good. And I'm saying this every single stream. Every stream, I'm saying it. Tom Willander has been unbelievable. He's been so good. It's time for him to start playing 18 to 20 minutes a game. This guy is a monster. The way he's playing at his age is insane. I'm so impressed by him. Tank for McKenna. Yeah, McKenna had a massive night against Denmark. Love the Canucks, but Tank, hey, man. Me too, man. And you know, my way of thinking with the whole Tank situation, like, I'm going to cheer on them until they miss the playoffs. But after that, it's all hands on deck. Like, but at the end of the day, go out, trade the guys you're supposed to trade, and then we can talk about the rest of them, the Demkos, the Garlands, Marcus Pettersson, if you really want to go in that route, maybe DeBrusk. Like, there's things to talk about. We will get to that in this stream, 100%. Jashan, nice to have you here once again, man. Any ideas for that Sherwood we'll get? I would aim high start of James Higgins and negotiate down. We're not going to get Higgins for him. I'll say this. I've said I've been pretty consistent on this, and Corey disagrees with me a little bit here. So I believe if we get a first rounder or 2 second rounders, I think that's more than enough. I would be perfectly happy, satisfied. I don't think there'd be any problem there. By the way, a camera seems a little, I feel like I need to go a little bit lower here, but it's okay. I'll fix it next time. But a lot of people think you can get a first plus a second rounder or plus a third rounder or a first plus a young prospect. I'm just saying, if we got a minimum of first or 2 seconds, I'm satisfied. I'm not going to complain about it, personally. Adam Lee with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Adam, man. Thanks again for that. I would keep Petey and Garland. Don't trade them. Garland's going to be an interesting name to talk about because I think a lot of teams are going to start asking for him. The guy just works his ass off. He had a fight the other night. Like, you can tell this guy wears his heart on his sleeve, man. Like, do you want to trade a guy like that? But at the same time, does he fit our window? That's another really important thing. It's going to be interesting. Josh, I'm getting a Canucks black jersey. Should I get Petey, Besser, or Demker on it? I'm pretty sure we're not going to be trading Zeev Buyam anytime soon, considering he was the main thing for the Quinn Hughes package. I think he's the safest guy to get on the name of the back. But if you want to go with one of those three guys, I don't think Petey's moving personally. So I'll probably go Petey. But at the same time, you know, Brock Besser, we love the guy. You can wear even if Brock Besser gets traded, like, he's one of those guys. Same with Demko. He's one of those guys you can wear for life, man. Like, these guys are Canucks, man. Like, wholeheartedly Canucks. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of those guys. And then we had that second gifted membership from Adam. Thank you again, Adam. I really appreciate that, man. Hype for Adam there. Tank all day. Macker Gold's in here. What's up? Macker, how's it going, my man? Fire Adam Foote. Canucks Bo has had enough of Adam Foote. Poor Adam Foote, poor Canucks Bo. I don't think it's going to happen, by the way, anytime soon. And I would be surprised if it even happens in the offseason unless they do a full clean out of Rutherford, Alvin, and all of them. I just don't see them firing Adam Foote. Personally, I think they're going to let him ride with it at least another season. It would surprise me, personally. It would. Let's get one of McKenna or Stenberg. You know who I like? I like that Lawrence guy too, man. That Lawrence guy, he's center too. Canadian kid, right? 6 foot. Good, decent size, right? Like, there's like, even that, what's that Ethan guy, right? He's 6'5", right? Big guy, can skate, tall, physical, right? Yeah, but like if we don't get McKenna or Stenberg, those are guys to look at for sure. I think there's 3 really good players. Like, obviously, I would think there's a tier of McKenna, Stenberg as 1, 2. Then I would go Lawrence and maybe Reed or that, what's his name? Verhoff, right? And then I think it drops a little bit for sure. So I really want that top 3 pick. If we were to get lucky to get Lawrence or if we get Boston or the Leafs first, we might get lucky and draft Preston or yeah. Vigo might go to us also if that other pick, but I doubt it. He's he's a center winger, right? And another thing to mention is you have Malholtras kid too, which would be a very interesting pickup if he goes late as well. But I think he'll probably go a little bit sooner. Something to look into. Love Garden, but I'm torn. Yeah, it's a lot of this. People are talking about this. Will Foote be the coach of the future? No, he won't be the coach of the future unless we have just some astronomical comeback next season. Or even by the end of the year. Rookies up, vets down. Well, to do that, we need to clear up room. There's no room right now, man. We need to make some trades sooner rather than later so we can go out and play these guys, right? You don't have any room right now, personally. All right, let's get to the quick stats for the game here. In the first period, it was 10 shots to Canucks. Philadelphia had 5. Second period, 19 shots for Philadelphia. So Rick Tocchet absolutely leaned into him. 9 shots for the Canucks. Third period, 9-15. Canucks played pretty good. 34 shots, 33. Pretty even there. The face-offs, 44%. This is the problem when you don't play Aatu Ratu, right? Now, I know David Kampf was good today. But this is the problem when you don't play Aatu Ratu. He's the 3rd best face-off guy in the league this year. And when you don't have him, you lose face-offs, and we were 43%. So he's such a big part. Power play today, 0 for 4. Tonight, not good, obviously. Philly only had that one chance, 0 for 1. Penalty minutes were 9-15. 15 penalty minutes. Philly was a little bit of a physical game, for sure. Definitely. The hits were 26-29. You can see that. Block shots, 16-16, pretty even. Giveaways were pretty even, 17-19. Takeaways, 3-5. So there is that. You can guys see the box score. I'll keep this up while I go into the comments. Josh Chan says, the future decor is mostly set up by Bouillon, Willander, DPD, and Mancini. By the way, Bouillon tonight was solid. Willander was a star, man. Willander, if people don't know and don't realize how good this kid is going to be unbelievable, man. He is so good. The way he skates. Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Chris Tanev with more offensive flair, and that's a hell of a compliment because I think Chris Tanev is an amazing defenseman. Like, he's in that Ekholm, Tanev tier where he just shut down. Like, I don't know if he's in the Slavin type tier, but like he has a huge amount of potential. So there's that, and yeah, man, DPD as well for sure. He didn't play tonight because they sat him tonight. But then Mancini, like, something's going to have to give, or maybe just hold on to him until a couple years, and then we don't some of the vets. But obviously, Hronek's going to still be around. I think Marcus Pettersson's going to be around for some mentoring for sure. I think realistically, if we traded Sherwood, we can get Danila Yurov from Minnesota. Aim a bit higher for Michael Hage. Or Hage. Hage, right? Or Hage. It's Hage. So, first of all, I didn't realize, I do apologize. I guess I've been saying Sherwood's name wrong this whole time. I think it's my accent more than anything. I'm saying Sherwood. So, I do apologize if I'm saying his name wrong. There's this nice guy left a comment. He's like, hey, man, just let you know you're saying Sherwood's name wrong. And I'm like, oh, really? Seriously? I didn't even realize, man. I think it's my accent more than anything. I know we bag on Kane a lot, but he's so much more noticeable than Besser. He's fallen off a cliff. I don't know if confidence or injured. He's lost the same. Well, I think it's a bit of everything, right? Confidence. He has, what, 1 point in the last, 18 games or something like that? Like, a lot of that, it's a big part of it. Confidence is an absolute massive part of it. And he just doesn't have it right now. It's not like he's not working hard. Like, I'm noticing him as he's working. He's just slow. He's just not catching up to the play. But, like, it's hard to be tough on Brock Besser because he's done so much for the community. And he's been such a good player for us for so long. And we just signed him. Like, I want to give him a little bit more time. But, like, it's starting to get to the point where, hey, man, maybe we might need to start looking into seeing if there's potential trade options there with Brock. And that really sucks to say. But, guys, like that could happen, right? I enjoy the fun energy. Garland is a land. Brock. Hey, thanks, man. I always try to bring the energy too, man. Appreciate that. What are the rules for us to sign undrafted college players? Ethan McKenzie's doing well. I think you have to draft a guy. I'm like 99% sure. If someone can mention that in the comments, that'd be great. I have arrived. Sith, my man. What's up, buddy? What are we talking about? Just the game. Post-game. Trades. The usual stuff. Canucks draft 10th. Any good coaches? I want to get Pete DeBoers. So sad we didn't sign Quenneville. John Cooper isn't likely leaving Tampa Bay, but I can see him coaching. John Cooper would be an absolute dream coach for the Vancouver Canucks. He would also be a dream coach for pretty much every single National Hockey League team in the world. I don't think, first of all, I don't think he's leaving Tampa Bay. And if he does leave Tampa Bay, I would be in absolute shock. Unless you pay him something like $10 million a year or something ridiculous to get him to Vancouver and play and coach here. But I've said this before and I'll say this again. I think John Cooper is the best coach in the National Hockey League. Bar none. Doubt a veteran coach comes in here at a moment for a rebuild unless have blank check for him. I agree. Lose but be exciting. Hey, man. And I think a lot of people would be fine with that. Like, I think a lot of people would be really fine going out and just keeping in that bottom 3, bottom 4 territory, but have these games that are exciting. But the problem with that is these home games, these losses are just piling up. I almost feel like you got to throw a bone to these Canucks fans that go to the game and spend the money on the tickets so at least they can get a win once in a while. It's been rough, real rough. Like, I want to go to a Canucks game too, and I still probably will, but I'm just going to wait a little longer. I think the ticket prices are going to continue to go down, personally. I'm low-key hoping we get a pick around the 11th or 18th overall. Oh, I think we're going to get much better than that. I think we're getting a top 5 pick this year, personally. I'm hoping for a top 3. I've been liking Avant Novitny. Oh, are you talking about the other pick? From Czechia a lot. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce his name. He's like a faster Tyler Bertuzzi. He's fast as F, boy, and has top 6 potential easily. You know what? We're going to have either Dave Hall. I'm going to see if I get either Dave Hall or Cam Robinson. Maybe I'll get one of the prospects guys, and I can mention him. Okay, so I'm gonna remember this name, Adam Novotny, right? Novotny. That's how you pronounce his name. I'm pretty sure. And I'm gonna see what he has, what he says about them. I'll try to get him on the show here in the next little bit here. All right. Obviously not one. That's our main pick, but trading for it. I see. Kane, Big Mac meal. Kane's probably gonna be Brock cheeseburger meal. WTF? I'm so confused. You don't have to draft the guy as far as I know, but he can get him in free agency if he proves himself a late bloomer. I'm going to need to look into that. I heard someone saying you need to draft him, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I really don't know. That's a good question. If anybody, like, if you're sure on that, I'll take your word for it. You probably know more than me. Ticket price will be nice and low now. They're lower. Canucks seasons look empty. It's expensive, man. It's expensive to go to a Canucks game these days. And if they keep losing, like, doesn't help, right? If he becomes too old to draft. I see. Yeah. All right, let's get to the box score, guys. Keep leaving your comments, please. It'd be great to have you guys join on the show here. So, Brock Besser tonight, he was the -1. He had 17 minutes of ice time. We had Connor Garland was a -4 tonight. I don't think he played that bad. See, this is why the plus minus stats sometimes just doesn't really tell the story, man. But maybe he was worse than I thought. He was -4 tonight. He played elite 1.337 amount of ice time. Drew O'Connor had a nice night tonight. 1 goal, 1 assist tonight. He was a +2. Played the 13 minutes. PD, quiet. Last game, great. First game, okay. This game, pretty quiet. Didn't notice so much at all tonight, to be honest. Sherwood, all over it tonight. I thought he was one of our better players tonight. He was +2. He played the 17 minutes. He had the 5 shots. Another 10-hit night for Sherwood. You want to go and get a guy in the playoffs who hits and works his ass off every single night? Another team, another scout should be watching this, man. He's all over it. Another 10 hits tonight. I think he's getting traded sooner than later here. Sasson with the 14 minutes. Pretty quiet. David Kampf, he had the best game as a Vancouver Canuck today. He was 1 goal, 1 assist, 14 minutes tonight. Really nice game for him. Jake DeBrusque was all right. -2 tonight, 19 minutes. I thought he had a better first period more than anything. Vander Kane, again, you notice him at times. Then times you don't. He got into a little bit of a fight there at the beginning. So there was that. He played just 11 minutes tonight. Ogren, quieter night tonight. He had 12 minutes. Marco Rossi, -3 tonight, 12 minutes. Man, is it time to start talking a little bit about Marco Rossi? Because I don't think he's been struggling. Last game, by the way, he should have got a point. They didn't credit him with a point, but he should have got a point. I think he's just going to be one of those guys who's going to get better over time. And I do notice a lot of the stuff he does well. Like, he makes the right play a majority of the times. I would like to see a little bit more offensive flair from him, and he is getting opportunities. But tonight, he only played 13 minutes tonight. But I'm far from, like, being critical of him. Like, it's not even close. New team, new thing. I'm actually still very much high on him. But it's just something to monitor moving forward. Carlson tonight, pretty quiet night, 17 minutes. From my opinion, I'd love to hear you guys. Who was the best forward, the best 3 forwards tonight? Let me know in the comment section. Give me a sec here. And, you know, let me just quickly fast forward to this comment. Marco Rossi has 0 wingers. We need more talent, right? In general, we just need more talent on this roster. We're going to have to get it through trades and draft. It's that simple. And we have a huge problems on the wings. It's that simple. We have huge problems. Now, we have problems at center too. A little bit better now, but huge problems on the wings. Philip Hedl will probably fill one of those gaps. I think he's going to be good if he stays healthy, and we hope he does. But we're going to have to draft wingers, man. We need wingers. And wingers are the easiest thing to find in the draft. So that's good at least. Like, you can get a really good winger in the 2nd round, 3rd round. You can get other good players in positions too, but wingers you can get, man. Wingers always drop. So, just something to look out for. All right, defenseman, Tom Willander tonight. Wow. He has just absolutely taken another step again. 17 minutes. I want to start playing him over 20. He's been arguably our best defenseman with Hronek in the last few weeks. I guess Hronek's kind of had a couple of off games, but like, overall, like, Tom Willander, the development on him is unbelievable, man. He's been so good. Thank God we did not trade the guy. Like, he's going to be such a good NHLer for a long time. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, no points tonight. Actually, thought he was pretty steady. He was even tonight. Pretty steady game, actually. Hronek, -2. He played 24 minutes. And Bouillon, -2, played 24 minutes. I thought both of them were fine. I thought the defense overall played okay. Like, for 6 goals, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think they were that bad. Tyler Myers, I guess he's struggling a little bit nowadays, recently. Marcus Pettersson's either really good or he's struggling. He's kind of Jekyll and Hyde right now. And Demko, other than, like, one kind of deflection goal, like, a lot of the goals were pretty decent goals. Like, can't really criticize him for a lot of the goals. So, overall, like, I don't think the score tells the whole story, like, tonight. It was 6-3 tonight for Philly. I don't think our defense was that bad. Maybe I'm tripping, man. Maybe you guys think I'm completely wrong and you guys have your own opinion. So let's get to that, by the way. Adam Novotny is the only Czechia in the top 20, I think. We have Chase Reed for the Americans. Surprisingly, not many Swedes. I got a 120-inch. Beers for $2. Why would I sit in a shit seat? 120-inch? What are you rocking? A projector? 120-inch? Holy. Gretzky was never drafted. Martin St. Louis was undrafted. Gretzky was never drafted? Hold up. I am embarrassed by the lack of not knowing this, because I'm like 80% sure he wasn't drafted, but I'm not 100, and that's kind of embarrassing for me. Let me look this up. Yeah, in theory, he was never drafted. That's insane. There's a unique contract loophole. I need to read up on a story on that. I need to go and read the full story on that. That's insane. I was like pretty sure that was the case, but I just wanted to make sure. Wow, that's crazy. Trade everyone. Okay, so let's talk about trades. Okay, so Demko, I'm going to spitfire this. Comments, this is your time to shine. I'm going to give you the names. Demko, Brock Besser, Connor Garland. Do you trade all three? Do you trade two of the three? Do you trade just one of them, and which one? Or do you trade none of them, just the UFA guys in Kane and Sherwood? Let's get your guys' opinion on that, and I'm going to end the poll question at the very same time. So let me bring that up real quick. All right. Where is it? Right here and right here. All right. Let's get to the poll question here. Let me end the poll question. We'll take a look at exactly what you guys have. Rossi has no wingers. Joke. We got pretty good center depth with Petey, Rossi, Sasson, Ratu. Wait till Hedel and Bluger return. The issue is whether Coots and Rossi will be enough for our top six in terms of center. I think we need more elite talent. I think Coots is going to be good. I think Rossi is going to be good. If you have a chance to draft Lawrence, you go and get that guy. If the first two guys, if Stenberg and McKenna are gone, you got to go Lawrence. I think he's the best player available at that spot, and it fits an organizational need. On is the only check in the top 20. Okay. The highest played since he was 7th, and lowest is 26. Interesting. Rossi has no wingers. Yeah, we mentioned that. Adam, he really wants to let people know. We have a lot of Canadian D-men in the top 20 of next year's draft. Yep. Keep Demko and Garland. Trade Besser, DeBrusk, and Kane. So Kane and Sherwood, I'm already considering them traded. I think they're going to get traded. I think it would be really silly for them not to get traded, especially Sherwood. It's going to happen. It's probably going to happen soon. Kane will get traded with a retention slot. So I think both of them are going to be gone. As for Demko, Garland. So I made a video on this. We're going to drop this thing tomorrow. Or maybe the next day, because tomorrow it's New Year's Eve. Maybe I can drop it the next day. But in the next day or two, we're going to drop another video. You're going to see it. And it really depends on your philosophy. So if you are doing a rebuild, then you trade everybody. If you're doing a hybrid rebuild, well, I think it's important to trade at least one or two of those guys. And if you're doing just whatever we're doing right now, which is like, I guess, retool, it's a hybrid retool or whatever the hell you want to call it. I think they're going to just go out and they're just going to trade the UFA guys, and that's it. So it really is fascinating what they're going to go out and do. Me personally, I would keep Garland, and it pains me to say this, I would trade Brock Besser and probably Thatcher Demko. I would keep Garland, keep DeBrusk, keep Marcus Pettersson. Marcus Pettersson can be a good leader for that young defense we have, so I don't think you go trade him, especially since we're losing Myers in the next couple years. And, DeBrusk, I think he has more. He loves Vancouver, just like Brock does, but I think he has more to give. And he's faster than Brock. And I know it pains me to say this because I want Brock to continue doing well, and I think he will. I think he'll light it up, but Demko, as for Demko, I just feel like the window, it it really doesn't fit the window and what we're trying to accomplish here, which is get high draft picks, and he hurts that. So, yeah, man, like, and he has an injury history. The question is, everything that matters is based off value, right? Everything's off value. If someone goes, hey, I'm going to give you a 5th-round draft pick for Demko, then obviously no. But if someone comes in with a first and a prospect, then you think about it. Same with Sherwood, right? Right, Sherwood, if someone comes up to you, gives at least a first or 2 seconds, you think about it. Or sorry, Sherwood, you're going to do it regardless. I mean, Garland, right? But again, like, I think Garland, you can still kind of fit him in that window-ish. And he's just a tenacious leader for us. And he's playing so well, too. Like, it would really suck getting rid of a guy like that. I think there's a lot of mentorship there with the forward group. Brock Besser, as a human being, is, like, just 10 out of 10 class. But he struggled recently, and I don't know. I don't know what to do with Brock, to be completely honest right now. Ask where Besser wants to waive. Demko and Garland can go anywhere. For the best rebuild, you likely move all of them. Trade Demko, Garland, Bess, full rebuild from Adam there. DeBrusque and Sherwood to the Bruins for their 2 first-rounders. I don't. Do they even have the cap to do something like that? Also, the Bruins have been struggling a bit recently. So there's that. Garland is a warrior. Hot take. Trade Carlson while he has value. Mind you, I think he's great at 26. He needs a new contract. Does he fit the rebuild tag? I think he still fits. He's still fairly young. Also, like, he's getting better every single season with more opportunity. He's not going to cost a fortune even on a re-sign, right? We have the cap space. Like, I say lock him in for 3-4 years. I would be perfectly fine. But he's not going to cost more than $2 million, right? It's going to be less than that, most likely. I say you lock him up. I say you keep him. Interesting hot take. Trade Sherwood for... It's hard for me to pronounce that name for a second. It's like I have an accent. It's Sherwood. It's really hard for me to pronounce it. Demko is amazing, but damaged goods. Demko is damaged goods. I keep Forbert, Demko, Kampf, Garland, Myers, Hronik, Marcus. Trade Bluger. Bluger, there's no point in trading. He's been hurt all year. What are you going to get? Like a late pick for him? I guess he's a UFA, right? So I guess you could still trade him. Maybe you can get a mid pick for him. But I would even like think about re-signing Bluger if he plays the rest of the season when he comes back. He's a guy I wouldn't mind bringing back, just as center depth. Besser, DeBrusque, Kane, and Sherwood. Garland is a stud. Yes, he is. Marcus Pettersson is bad, same as Myers. Can't. Good Branson provides. No, I don't think so. That's way too hard on him, man. I think he's hit or miss, man, like Myers, in the sense of, like, he does have, like, really good games and he has poor games. But like, you can say that about a lot of players, man. But I know it's a little bit more inconsistent with him. I think he's a great leader. I actually think when he's on top of his game, he has a higher ceiling than Myers at this age right now. Personally, you have way too many young players, man, on that back end. I think he fits well. I don't think you trade him. I think you hold on to him. If we trade Demko, I'll do it for Seattle. Demko for Decord and a first. I don't know. Would Seattle go for something like that? I know Decord or I don't know. I keep thinking with Demko, I keep thinking Carolina, but do they want another injury-prone goalie? You know, potentially locked in for a while. I don't know, but man, like Edmonton's another interesting one, but they're playing better as a group defense and their goalies are playing better now. So are they looking into something like that? Like, there are teams. Management needs to decide on a direction. We had this conversation before, man. It's the communication, right? It's the communication. What is going on with the whole communication with the Vancouver Canucks? Are we a rebuild, a retool, hybrid rebuild? Like, what is this team? I know it's just the words. Actions will speak louder than words. I think we're not going to really know until 3 years down the road here and see what we're going to be doing. I think that's important. So, yeah. So, guys, there you have it. That is your Vancouver Canucks post-game show. I'm going to see you guys on the next show. It was amazing to have you guys here. Thank you so much for all the people that left comments, dropping likes, gifting memberships. Adam Lee, thank you again, man, for that. I really appreciate it. Look out for some random streams throughout the week, too, just to talk hockey. So make sure you have that notification clicked on So when I go live, you guys can go out and see. And yeah, so again, just a reminder, if there's a back-to-back game, I always stream the second game, not the first and second, unless it's like some crazy game against Toronto. All right, just to let you guys know. All right, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays. If I don't get to see you guys for the rest of the New Year's, and I hope you guys have an awesome evening. All right, thank you guys. Take care. Much love. Adios.